Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Former Governor of Nagaland Ravi resigns as interlocutor for Naga peace talks. World Health Organization welcomes India's decision to resume export and donations of excess vaccines from next month. Department of Health and Family Welfare, Nagaland launches special Fortnight immunization drive from 20th to 30th of September. And Consultative meeting to review Communitisation of Public Institutions and Services Act 2002 held at Kiphire. As the nationwide free COVID-19 vaccination campaign at government facilities for those above 18 years is going on, we advise our young listeners to get vaccinated and also help others get vaccinated. We also advise our listeners not to lower their guard as COVID-19 remains a threat to our health. Please stay at home unless it is essential to go out and continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and state helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news. Former Governor of Nagaland, Ravi, has resigned as centre's interlocutor for the Naga peace talks. He submitted his resignation yesterday, which has been accepted with immediate effect by Government of India. World Health Organization (WHO) has welcomed India's decision to resume the export and donations of excess vaccines from next month. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya received a message in this regard from WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus this morning. India, which has earned the title of pharmacy of the world, is the biggest maker of vaccines overall. India put a brake on vaccine exports in April to focus on inoculating its own population. The resumption of exports deliberation comes ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Washington, where vaccines are likely to be discussed at the summit of the leaders of the Quad countries. The health minister said that a renewed export drive known as Vaccine Maitri will prioritize the global vaccine sharing platform COVAX and neighbouring countries' first policy. Department of Health and Family Welfare Nagaland has launched a special fortnight immunization drive in the state from 20th to 30th of September. In a press release, State Immunization Officer Dr. Ritu Toor informed that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, children between the age group of 1 to 2 years of age have missed out on their routine immunization of vaccines on preventable diseases like polio, diphtheria, tuberculosis, measles and rubella, pneumonia, V. diarrhea, J. encephalitis, tetanus and hepatitis B. The department further requested parents of those children who have missed out their doses to avail the vaccine at the nearest health centre or contact healthcare workers, auxiliary nurse, midwife or Anganwadi workers. A review meeting on Communitisation of Public Institutions and Services Act 2002 was held today at Deputy Commissioner Conference Hall, Kiphire, with former Chief Secretary Banoze Jamir as the chairperson. Jamir said that the main objective of the review is to find out how communitisation has been functioning in the last 19 to 20 years as the government fails to review for more than 20 years. She urged all departments to select performing and non-performing villages from all the sectors in order to conduct survey in their respective areas. Jamir also handed over a questionnaire on communitisation to line departments. She directed them to submit the questionnaire online to reviewcomenact2002@gmail.com on or before 15th of October. Nagaland reported 31 fresh COVID-19 cases today, taking the tally to 30,990. Kohima reported 3 fresh COVID-19 cases, Dimapur 19, Mukokchung 5, Pek 3 and Peren 1. The total recovery from COVID-19 in the state has gone up to 28,913, with 35 more recoveries reported today. 1 COVID death was also reported. So far, 658 COVID-19 positive patients in the state have died. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on your YouTube channel, AIR News Kohima. Government of India has decided to appoint Present Vice Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal V.R. Chowdhury, as the next Chief of the Indian Air Force. He will assume charge after the retirement of Air Chief Marshal Rakesh Kumar Singh Bhadauria on 30th of September. Additional Director General ADG, Engineering and Administration, AIR and DD, Northeast Zone, Shashikant visited AIR Kohima and interacted with the staff. Shashikant asked the programming staff to reinvent themselves with innovative ideas and do away with conventional thinking. During the interaction, various issues related to office matters was discussed and deliberated upon. He inspected the infrastructure of the AIR office. The ADG also visited to Darshan, Kohima. A one-day basic training workshop on skill development under Jal Jivan Mission JJM support activity was held yesterday at the office of the Executive Engineer, Public Health Engineering Department, Mon Division. Water and Sanitation Watsan committee members and Swachhagrahis from 25 villages where JJM is currently being implemented under Mon district attended the workshop. The skill training on masonry, plumbing, welding and electrical were imparted to the Watsan committee members and Swachhagrahis to ensure the sustainability of water supply infrastructures in maintaining the operation and maintenance after the completion of JJM schemes. Meanwhile, as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, a program on Sarpanch, Samvad, 100 days campaign activities, sustainable of OTF gains and achieving million soak pits was also held on Monday. Training on water quality testing and use of field testing kits were given to women members of Watsan committee of these villages. District-level workshop on building capacities for taking forward Sustainable Development Goals SDGs organized by SDG Coordination Center and Department of Planning and Coordination was held today at the Planning Conference Hall, Kohima. Deputy Commissioner Kohima Gregory Tajavele said that SDGs were adopted by all United Nations member states in 2015 as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. District Planning Officer Putusul Loho said that Nagaland State is also engaged in the process of SDG integration and localization since 2018 with its Sustainable Development Goals Coordination Center SDGCC under the Planning and Coordination Department. During the workshop, a SDG consultant from all the departments on localization and integration of SDGs and preparedness of Nagaland was highlighted. 25 desktops were donated to Wangkau Government College Mon under the initiative of District Administration Mon on 20th of September. The desktops have been donated by Mindtree Foundation based in Bengaluru. Altogether, Mindtree Foundation donated 50 desktops to Mon district. The remaining desktops are being distributed to government schools and health units across the district. On the same day, 5 oxygenated beds were donated at Primary Health Centre, Chen, by Ashraya Hasta Trust Bengaluru under the initiative of District Administration Mon through Mantra and Surya Foundation, Bengaluru. Celebrate the 75 years of India's independence by participating in India at 75 Quiz with AIR News Kohima, a special quiz on India's freedom movement and its glorious history every Thursday at 7:10 p.m. and 7:20 p.m. Listeners can participate by sending their response to AIR News Kohima India 75 at gmail.com and SMS or WhatsApp to 948552 39950. I repeat, 9485239950 along with name and address. The first correct answer received from the participants will be selected as the winner. Winners will be announced on the next day of the morning news bulletin. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Former Governor of Nagaland Ravi resigns as interlocutor for the Naga peace talks. World Health Organization welcomes India's decision to resume export and donations of excess vaccines from next month. Department of Health and Family Welfare Nagaland launches special Fortnight immunization drive from 20th to 30th of September. And Consultative meeting to review Communitisation of Public Institutions and Services Act 2002 held at Kiphire. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.